Halcyon, and today I am going to just share with you where my head is right now. I'm feeling flustered. I'm feeling a body fluttering. I am feeling, I just received an email right before I was going to go live with someone who was quite critical of me and my character and how I handled a situation recently. And it's a situation that I spent a lot of time thinking about. I consulted with many people. I journaled about it. I tried to do a timeline of what happened. I even though I felt so defensive initially, I tried to come to a place of like, what I really want is harmony. And so I reached out on 4 different times to the person who felt wronged by me. And each time was told either, don't want to talk about it, not yet. And I got messages from other people, from him through other people. And I just, in some ways I felt like this chapter, this experience was one of the lessons, a classroom for me to learn to be okay with not everyone liking me. And that to pursue 100% harmony with everyone is a losing game. And so as long as I figure out, can I be in integrity? Can I avoid overly being defensive? Can I avoid falling into a ego pride trap? Can I be okay with a little dislike and judgment and ill will and, burnt bridges and ended friendships? Certainly don't like that feeling. But I want to embrace things like the lesson from Byron Katie, where somebody accuses you of something, notice the defensiveness feeling, and then respond with, yes, I could see how sometimes I am like that. And so I'm trying to sit with that too. Yes, I could see how sometimes I can be insensitive, or sometimes I can be out of integrity, or sometimes I can act in ways that are not 100% forgiving and loving. And maybe this fluttery feeling that I have right now and my sitting with it is the lesson. My book group is reading The Power of Now right now, and Eckhart Tolle talks about avoiding turning the feeling into thought. So the feeling I'm having is this fluttery discomfort in my body, my belly, and my chest. And what I want to do is turn that into the thought of self-righteousness and defensiveness and maybe even anger towards this other person, other people. And maybe the lesson that I need to be practicing this week is simple awareness. And the opportunity to reflect. Perhaps I am not as kind and compassionate as I hope to be and that I see myself as. Perhaps I am vindictive at times. Perhaps I do find, a sick pleasure in knowing that someone who went out to hurt me feels some pain as well. I've been trying to really notice that and say look, and I noticed myself sometimes when I explained this story, months ago when this initially happened, that there were times when I told the story where I made the other person into the unreasonable bad guy as a way to justify my feelings and my inability to make it right, because I felt like I tried to make it right. And I tried to acknowledge places where things could have been handled better. But in the end, I did want to feel like I was a good guy. I did want to feel like I didn't make a mistake. I did want to feel like I had tried to make amends. And so I will continue to sit with that and figure out, what is the next actions. Do I spend more energy in this relationship? Whether it is a friend, a family, a sibling, a child, I think that it is worth it to put effort into repairing those relationships. But I also don't think it is a requirement to spend more energy than you need or more energy than is helpful. And if there is a time when simple cutting off of contact and saving energy for the relationships that do put energy into a healthy balance of feeding and being fed, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Life is limited. Time is limited. Resources are limited. And to chase the dream of having all people good with you at all times is a fool's errand. So I feel the fluttery feeling subsiding a little bit. I feel like this is still a rich place for me to face dark sides of myself, shadow parts of myself. Is the right thing to do whatever it takes to save this relationship? Or is the right thing to do to say, no more time invested in this? And, I'm not going to refuse to have a conversation, but I am not going to take it as my responsibility to keep chasing someone because they feel disappointed in me. I think, that's one of those, as I said that out loud, I felt like one of my core fears and wounds is fear of disappointing, my parents. And even though, we're at a place now where we're in such a good place, and I don't know if they were ever, disappointed in me. I was afraid of disappointing them. I was afraid of disappointing myself and not living up to my potential. I always felt like, I was special. And so anytime I didn't succeed, anytime I didn't get 100%, it was such a crushing failure. I let myself down. I disappointed my parents. I disappointed my own potential. And I think that's part of this feeling that I have right now. So I am still unresolved on the path forward. I am ready to acknowledge my mistakes. I'm also open to living in a state of ill will out there towards me, because I don't know how I can move forward if I'm forever trying to repair anything that breaks along the way. So thank you for letting me think this through, feel this through. Thank you for letting me be present with the experience of the now for me. I am grateful for this moment, for you, for the opportunity to be in a place of time abundance and relationship abundance, so that I have the incredible opportunity to pursue growth and try to thrive and try to heal. Thanks for being a part of my journey. I love you. Hope you enjoyed that. Watch some more videos, send me a note, stay in touch. I love you.